Hi, so here's a Barry Harris move that goes from the C major 6 diminished, acting as an A minor 7, going to a D 9 sharp 11. And a lot of people might think who are not familiar with Barry, they might think of that as, oh, that's a cool move, and they'll learn it probably in a different key, in all 12 keys maybe, and it sounds really nice. But the thing is that they're only learning that one move from Barry, and because it's on video, they might think that's it, but it's not. So in this video, I'm going to show you just my own explorations of what if we started on every other degree of the major 6 diminished. So let's go. So here we go. First one is from the C. Oh, let's start on A. So it depends. You can kind of hear where you want to go with the line near towards the end, but that's starting on A. What about starting on B? Yeah. What about starting on C? Oh, well, that's the one on the video. Starting on D. Starting on E. And you can kind of play around with the ending to figure out where you want to go with it. So let's do that again. E. Or how about something like that, I think that sounds cool. Got to practice it, so anyway. And then F. G. And G sharp. Okay, so you can start on any degree of the scale, this major 6 diminished scale. And if this is your first time here, if it's your first time hearing about the Barry Harris method, I didn't give a very good explanation of how to get to that. I mean, there's a lot of information all over the internet. So I'm just going to share a very brief, short explanation as best as I can. How we get to that, get this movement happening. We will call this movement the contrary motion because the motion moves from right and left, going in opposite directions. It's like going like that, but on the major 6 diminished scale. So that major 6 diminished scale, if you play 4 notes to get the major 6 chord, the C major and the 6th note, and if you go starting on D, play the diminished, those 4 notes from that chord and the 4 notes from that chord will give you the C major 6 diminished scale. Okay, so the note is either going to belong to the major 6 chord or from the diminished chord. Major 6, diminished, and so on. That's from the diminished. Major 6 from the diminished. Okay, and once you understand that concept, you can practice these in thirds or in any other interval that you want, just for fun. Okay, and then once you understand that progression, then it's just a matter of so let's say if I'm starting here, it's like going like that. It's like alternating from C6 to the diminished, to F diminished, or A flat, or B or D diminished. Now, just playing that by itself sounds kind of boring and kind of old. So we disguise that by starting off with one note, and then two notes, and then 3, 4, 5 maybe. Pianists might want to go more. So for example, if I start on, let's say I'm going to start on this diminished note, and then I go to the two notes on either side of that, which are from the C6, and then diminished, and then C6, 4 notes, 5 notes, 6 notes. That idea, right, of going out like that. And then on piano, I might go just up to 4 and then move everything because I'm lazy. But, you know, you could practice it. You could practice going out even more. And so that's what we're doing. And so if we start on C, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that sounds really pretty. And then you can figure out all the other ones. So let's start on the B. Now, I don't want to finish on that note. I want to finish on a C6 so you can hear the A minor 7, and then it kind of contrasts well for when you go into the D7 chord. Okay, so B, starting on A. Yeah, so have fun playing around with that, and I hope it makes sense. Put it into a song. And so C6 is also an A minor 7. So any minor 7 going to a 5/7, like a 2 minor 7 going to 5/7, you could definitely add in that move. And what's another key? So for example, I did a video with Autumn Leaves, right? That's C minor 7 going to F7. So C minor 7, it's the same as an E flat 6. So there's the E flat major 6 diminished, E flat 6 plus the F diminished. So there's always that half step between the 5th and 6th degrees of that scale. That's the diminished note. So that E flat 6 acts as a C minor 7. Well, it could, and then how cool is that? Come on, man, you know. And then the crazy thing, which I won't do on this video, you have a minor 7 flat 5. You could, that's another minor 6 you can play around with. Altered, you could play around with another minor 6 scale, and G minor 6. See, you can play around with that. Okay, that's enough because it's endless. This stuff is endless, but I thank you for your time, and I hope that you got something out of this because it's cool. If you're wondering where I'm learning my Barry Harris stuff from, I learn it from the internet, but also for the past couple of years I've been on Open Studio Pro, and I watch the Zoom recorded lessons from Chris Parks. And Chris Parks is an amazing educator, Barry Harris educator, guitarist, awesome guy. And you can check out his YouTube channel on the link below, which is the things I've learned from Barry Harris. So, yeah, I don't know if I gave a as good description of this as how Chris would, but it makes sense to me. So I hope it makes sense to some of you out there. And yeah, catch you later.